Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Smith, and welcome to the Friday Night Huddle. Julia Haskins will be with us shortly, but we begin with our game of the week on this Friday the 13th. We got a Beach District matchup, Cox Lansdowne. A little personal for Falcons alum Connor Reel.
Brian Smith, I'm an unbiased journalist. How dare you? And regular viewers of the Friday Night Huddle will understand the significance of what I'm about to say. This game was so good, I don't even have time for a low-quality comedic bit to open things up. We are getting straight to highlights. Now, in the pregame show, I told you that this was going to be a defensive battle. Brian Smith, these teams are trying to make me look like a fool because the points were flying early. Gage Treffry with the keeper for the Falcons down that home or away sideline, his home sideline, and it's 7-0 Cox early, but they were not done yet. Perhaps because their offense is good enough to trick the cameraman, a.k.a. myself. This tricky little play from Treffry to Gerald Simmons III means it's 14-0 Falcons. If you think they're going to run away with it, you don't know the Lansdowne Eagles. Let's pick it up 14-6 when Jordan McNair is going to get loose. Down that away sideline was just a treadmill tonight. This would make it 14-12. Keep in mind that means they've missed both extra points. Now, a couple of turnovers in the second quarter for the Falcons meant Zachary Ruello has time to find Isaiah Lovegren before the half and make it 18-12. But that's a third missed extra point. Now, the second half would go more so how we thought. Not a single point scored until there were 20 seconds left to play in this game. Cox is down 4. It is third down. Treffry going to loft this thing up to Virginia Tech commit Gerard Johnson, and he comes down with it. Big-time players making big-time plays at big-time moments and almost taking out his coach, Tyler Noe. Johnson and Coach Noe after an emotional victory for the Falcons.
I told him that entire drive, give me the ball. And it just happened at the end. They gave me my chance. See what happened? I had 3 people on me. I still caught that thing back in the end zone.
To their credit, they never quit. This is our 4th come-from-behind win. We challenged them all week. We had a loss last Monday, came out, and can't be more proud of the guys.
Right. You see how emotional that was for the first-year head coach. What a win for the Cox Falcons. Now, Julia Haskins, you ever almost take out your coach during a celebration?
No, unfortunately, I was 0-20 my senior season in high school basketball, so not much celebrating there. But we've got high school football playoffs on the horizon, which means that the margin for error is now much smaller. And Kempsville, well, they know that feeling now more than ever. The Chiefs, they were on the road at Salem tonight. We're tied at 7 in the third quarter, second down. Ty J. Curtis loses this one. Fumble is recovered by Salem, though. That was the first critical turnover by Kempsville. The next one would prove even more costly. Cade Edson's pass intercepted by Fabian Wells. This was just with 4 minutes to play, and that would wound up being your game winner as Salem escapes Kempsville 13-7. And now to the Stallions. They are leading the pack in the Beach District. They were on the road at Ocean Lakes. We've got Kaysan Farrar. He leads Hampton Roads with nearly 1,700 passing yards. That connection to Virginia Tech alum Keelan Adams puts them up 14-0. But they've got more help here from Tayshawn Young. Steve gliding down the sideline there. It made it 21-0 at the half. The Stallions roll to beat Ocean Lakes 38-0. Well, other area scores, you have Grassfield getting a win, Oscar Smith winning over Deep Creek, Western Branch over Great Bridge 28-7, and Tallwood winning big over First Colonial.
What a run so far this season for the Granby Comets. They had to put that season together tonight against Churchland, and it was homecoming for the Truckers and head coach Dontrell Leonard and his players. They trailed 14-7 at halftime, third quarter. Avion Jordan airing this one out 62 yards. This wasn't a dime, it was a $half. Oh, my goodness. What a play to King Hall. Get off me, he says. They wound up getting within 1 at 14-13 because the extra point no good. Fourth quarter, Churchill went the ball. Jordan on the keeper, fumbles, somehow gets it back and gets it from 7 yards, 2-point good, so they're up 21-14. But the Comets not going away quietly. Christian Post to Genesis Rhodes. That's about a 40-yard strike. Granby within 1. They opt to go for the extra point, so instead of 2, they go for the extra point. It gets blocked. rocked. Truckers topple the Comets 21-20. Other action, Doree McCain and his Maury Commodores, they stayed perfect. They wound up beating up on Booker T. Washington. 1:08 left in the first quarter. Torrey Newkirk, 35-yard toss to Fred Johnson. They wound up rolling from there to final 63-0. Lafayette suffered their first loss last week to War Hill. They decided to take it out on Tab. Eric Zeledin in from a few yards. That made it 49-0. They wound up winning 52-zip. Other area scores to report: Indian River a winner, Warwick, as was Kings Fork. They just rolled past Lakeland, Poquoson, War Hill, Lake Taylor, York, and Currituck over Pasquotank.
Well, also there was tonight, Phoebus continuing their undefeated season against Gloucester. They came out hot right out of the gate. That's Trenton Mitchell sneaking in 7 yards for a 14-0 advantage. Next up, Davion Roberts would add some insurance to go up 26-0 by the end of the first quarter. The Phantoms hold the Duke scoreless. They win that one 65-0.
Back to our benevolent and accomplished anchor team. Nicole, Dan,